EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott now on second down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys are going to block it, They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going for... And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 26 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The give is to Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here go 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Gets past one man. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Fighting through. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott from the gun. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
11. 21.
Now Ryan on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be held in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And he's got it up and through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and get the running game going without him. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go to Elliott again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Get up!
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense?
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
First down, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Second down, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Cooper was the target there.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Got it. 20. Got it.
On second down, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
21.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.